Hello, everyone. Uh, it was a hectic day yesterday. My daughter had physical therapy, so I was here with the little one, and we went at 8:30. We were outside. It's so hot and humid here right now. It is perfect pool time. So we got in the pool, out of the pool, in the pool, out of the pool, and there's one thing that she loves doing more than anything else. I mean, she totally into it when she's doing it, and she finds it all, and that is picking up dog poop. Okay, yeah, right. She has her own little bucket, uh, which we line with a plastic bag, and then she has her little shovel, and so that because she, you can tell her 50 times, don't touch the poop. Well, if it's not going on the shovel, well, something's got to give. So I taught her how to use a stick to put it on, and she will go around out there for 30 minutes, you guys, and pick up all the poop, and she just, yeah. Yes, she does get a little on her hands, and then, she has her bathing suit on still, and she gets a little on her bathing suit. Well, it's not that hard to clean it up afterwards. And it's just a little. It's not like she's covered in it. She loves it. She loves doing it. Well, what would be most people's reaction when the little one, 2 year old, just 2 year old, she's just a month over 2 years old now, want to do that? No, no, don't touch the poop. This, that, da da da. We tried that too. And she would just help us when we're doing it. I realized that she loves doing it. Why am I stopping her from a little chore, right? That helps everybody out. And she wants to do it every day. So guess what? There's no more ever than a couple of poops out there. Yes? Yeah. So it's great. It's great. It And I said, well, I'm just going to fix her up so she can't do it on her own. And I don't have to walk after her. Just sit in a chair and watch her. Yet still, just in case. She does a fabulous job. Why would I stop her from doing that? Yes? And she's so happy doing it. Yeah, until when, right? Yes. So, let's not discourage them from doing things we full well know later on they're going to go, well, I don't want to go and pick up poop. Anyway, then we went to my oldest daughter's new home. They just bought it's a huge house. It's huge. It has 3 levels. The basement, I have to call it a level 2 because it's a basically a full working in-law apartment down there. With its own entrance now, and they have a lot of tornado, not a lot, but they have tornado warnings here, every so often, and they have another, as they did in their other house. They have a storm room here, there, and a great one. Then the upstairs is fabulous, and my younger granddaughter now has a room that every little girl would want, a dream room. In the way that is set up, you walk in the door, there's a landing and a few steps down into the room, then there's this big space on one side, then you walk over to the other, there's a smaller space, but it's just a fabulous little room, a little big room for a girl her age and growing up, have no doubt. Anyway, it's a fabulous house. There's some things. The kitchen is awful. I have to say it. But they have plans. The pool is amazing. Above ground pool, I always think, oh, it's one of those, plastic pools or something, that you put together, or panel pool. No, this is an above ground pool that most people see in ground. Yes? And it's all tiled on the inside. It needs some work, which is fine, but fabulous place. It's just, I'm so amazed over my children on how they keep improving. Yes, they just keep improving, not just in relationships and family and all that, but otherwise as well around them. Just keep improving. The land is fabulous as well that they have. It's about 5 acres. Uh, the uh, uh, the outhouses that they or the outbuildings that they have are in perfect condition, and one of them will be a chicken coop for my younger granddaughter. She wants to have chickens now. Anyway, so that was my day yesterday. I came home. I was hurting bad. I should have taken some ibuprofen or something, right? That would have been the day. Because I was so busy in the morning already with the little one. Then the afternoon and running after her there. And oh, yeah, there's a lot of steps in that house. Oh, and the wraparound is there's a partial wraparound porch. And the one thing I love more than anything about it is that it's not wood, it's concrete, like adobe style concrete, and I love it. I mean, you can do so much on a porch like that to make it look just fabulous without all kinds of other things that kind of wood involves or whatever. And it's easy to clean. Anyway, loved it. Just love the house. Love to have a roundabout in front of their house with the cars and the parking. I mean, it's just fabulous. And the little town looks adorable that they are in now. And yeah, came home, went straight to my little house here and said, no more. I'm done. I am so done. But it was a great day. Otherwise, it was a great day. Then today, it just keeps going. My daughter came over last night. She says, do you mind watching a little one today? I'm going out with my brother to look at cars. And I was like, you're going out to look for cars? Why? Everyone. I'm the only one who's ever driven a junker, okay? I mean, all my life. Right? Not just the beginning of my life. My children did too. It's not that they had good cars, but they were definitely not fancy cars. Now they're all driving fancy cars. My youngest daughter is not 30 yet, but very close to it. And they're all driving nice cars. Very nice cars. Nicer cars than I ever driven in my life. And here I'm going to say, what does he need another car? Well, he wants a bigger one. I'm going, okay. So that's what they're doing. And yeah, how do they afford all of this? All of my children are hard workers. But also they mostly do what they love and enjoy doing. And if not, if it's just a job that they have to do for now, where so that the money flow comes in and where they can save up, they're amazing at saving money. And then when the time comes, they put it into their dream. I guess I'd have to say that's how I taught my children. Yes. That's how I taught my children. And even though, well, there were ups and downs there too, I can see now that all the hard work that I put into my family, into my children, regardless, has really paid off. It's amazing. Just amazing. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so there it is. That's what I have to say. And I found this little note. And I believe it's from my grandson. So this was a few years ago. Look at you guys. It says, Grozy, you are the best grandma ever. Yes. Okay. I'm the best grandma ever. Yeah, well, that's it. Best grandma ever. Yes, in the world. There. Who would not love that title? Huh? Yeah. Who needs pageants or this or that if you can be the greatest grandma ever? And all of my grandchildren tell me that. Yeah. Well, my youngest granddaughter, she just hollers for me. Right? That tells me, I'm wanted. I'm the best there too. All right, we are in the book of Ezekiel 15. I already talked 9 minutes. A parable of the vine. parable in here. Huh, interesting. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows: Son of man, how is the wood of the vine better than wood from the branch of a forest tree? Well, I don't understand the comparison because they're two different things. Is its wood used for making anything? Are pegs on which to hang things made from it? There it is, thrown on the fire for fuel. Well, vines, if anybody knows, has any knowledge, knows that vines are amazing to make wreaths with, to start with. So they have a function, right? Yes. Pegs are an ornamental thing to hang things on. Wreaths are an ornamental thing to what? Feast our eyes on if they're well done. I'm just saying, vines otherwise, anybody knows, grapevines, if you cut them, if they're big enough, you cut them open, you got already, you got water, drinkable water. Doesn't have to be boiled or whatever. Yes? Just saying. All right? Yes? So, what are they useful for? A lot of stuff, actually. Why compare it to something that has a completely different function than another thing? It's an odd one. Right? I said, this stuff doesn't make sense to me. Oh, because I understand God's heart to mind on anything that was created at the time of creation, at the time of doing it up. Understand its functions, yes, have learned about it, have knowledge about it, then one doesn't have to ask questions like that, right? Not that time, where they had to do everything themselves. Why would they? What a weird parable. All right, let's keep reading. I know. The fire burns off both ends. The middle is charred. Can it be kept for anything now? While it was intact, you could make nothing with it. Burned and charred, is it any more useful now? I said, I don't know. I mean, this is completely fallible here. This doesn't even make any sense. So the Lord Yahweh says this, and this is coming from God? Okay. As the wood of the vine among the forest trees, which I have thrown on the fire for fuel, so shall I treat the inhabitants of Jerusalem. I shall set my face against them. They have escaped one fire, but fire will devour them yet. So now it's being used as a comparison to what we just read up above. Well, if that's fallible, no doubt this ain't true either. It's not coming from God. Not sure who needed that, right? To what? Wake up the Israelites or something? But it's not coming from God, so it's just a story, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's keep reading the story. And you will know that I am Yahweh when I set my face against them. I shall reduce the country to a desert because of their infidelity, declares the Lord Yahweh. Oh, that's the end of 15. Well, might as well, because I have something else to say to the comparing. What was that came to my mind? I saw a post. I've seen a few where supposedly in Asian countries, they're so proud of on how they are teaching already their little ones, the kindergartners, they all, on how to cook and clean, right, in kindergarten, not at home, in kindergarten, and on how they learn all this stuff, and they learn all this stuff about nutrition and I don't know what. Okay, if you're a 4 or 5-year-old, even a 6-year-old, I'm not sure how much of that nutritional value in food actually sinks in. Okay, just saying. How old are they? They're all about play still, right? Well, anybody that had children knows that, okay? And but still, that's a good thing for later on in life. Yeah. Then they make the comparison to other countries like ours here in the USA, right? Yes. Well, our children here eat very well too. I've always fed my kids very well. But the schools, well, I homeschooled my children. What do I care? Then when they went to school later on in life, they still got really good meals at home. Yes. And so be it if they ate a little junk at school. But anyway, And as far as I know, our schools here in the mountains, I mean, it wasn't superfood, but it seemed to be fine. Yeah? The one thing I don't understand, and I'm saying this because, as I said, I'm seeing these posts that are supposedly they're a little offensive when it comes to, oh, you're doing such a good job and everybody else in the world isn't. Right? Again, coming from the Asian countries, China and Japan, and mainly Korea too. There's some Korean where I've seen, oh, that's what they we should all be doing this. Well, okay. Now let me ask you this. Then I see another post of a group, a boy group or something. It was a very short one, where there was this concern because this one boy almost fainted on stage. I went to the comments and said, okay, let's see what this is actually all about. Most of the comments were concerned over the health of these boys. Now, they looked all like teenagers. And if anyone has followed a little bit on what's going on in Asian countries with the entertainment industry, and otherwise also in a way that the students are driven to studying, and I mean to the point of absolute unhealthiness. This is a weird this is like there's no middle ground. There's burning. There's seems to be a good healthy burning on one side, and there's complete charring on the other side. Interesting. What do we read? But there's nothing happening in the middle. There's no balance there. And it's disturbing on how many young people in Asian countries commit suicide. Yeah, it's high. It's very high. Well, they have such great beginnings. They're bragging about it. Well, what's happening later on in life with these people? With these kindergartners? Just asking. That's a weird one to me. Yes? Oh, it doesn't happen in any other countries? Sure it happens, but not like that. Go look it up. Yes? Okay. That's all I wanted to share. Interesting. We're reading about all this, and these stories come to my mind. Yes? So mainly the basic thing, the bottom line is, beware when you brag out there. To start with, I'm bragging about my children, how well they're doing, but that's later in life. Obviously, what I did with them when they were younger, or how I raised them when they were younger, how I encouraged to work when they were younger, as I told the story about my youngest granddaughter here with the poo-poo bucket, picking up doggy poop. It pays off later on. It does. But there has to be consistency. Consistency all throughout their lives. Even if there are speed bumps. Right? You keep being consistent as a parent. Just saying. And beware when you support. Later on, I said, we got to be more careful what we support. When it comes to the entertainment industry. Yes. It's good to see that so many people went in and said, man, something's wrong with the whole group. They look like skeletons. They look very unhealthy. What's going on? Yeah? Okay. Well, anyway, that's all I have to share this morning. Yes? May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith, I hope you're doing all right. Yes? And I will talk to you